Alright, so it's time to install our client operating system for our New York office. So if you remember in our previous lab, we installed our client operating system for our Sacramento office. I'm just going to move it to Sacramento. So we got one exchange, one domain controller, and one client configured with Outlook. So now it's time to install a client operating system for our New York and then configure Outlook so that we will be sending emails from New York to Sacramento and Sacramento to New York. So let's get it started. So right click, new virtual machine, next. Windows 8 is already detected. I'll next here because I do not have the license key right now. So now I'll just go to D drive again, and this is going to be for New York. So I'm going to create a new folder and I'll call it NYC Elm Joe, and it is going to be for example, legal department, and this is a desktop 01. So I'm using different naming conventions in here so that you just to give you the idea like how can you use proper naming convention which is understandable when you're in production environment. So I'll press next here and I'll just give it 20 GB again, next, and then I'll finish. So once this creation of disk is completed, it will start installation, and then we will rename, assign IP address, and join it to the domain as we did for our Sacramento office. The operating system is now installed and now it's loading. So it is going to load the profile and then we'll be able to do the other configurations. Alright, so it is now loading the profile and creating the profile for you. So let's wait for it and then we will do the other configuration. Alright, so the operating system is now installed and we will do the same thing that we did for our Sacramento virtual machine, and we will just come here at NAT and make it host only. Once you do that, just come here, open Network Sharing Center, change adapter settings, and then properties. Once you come here, TCP IP version 4, and we will assign it IP address of 101.255.255.0, 10.10.254.53 as a primary DNS, and then um, the alternative will be 54. So I'll press OK, and then the test is CMD NS lookup working. Now you can go ahead and then uh, change the PC name, properties, advanced system settings, computer name, change, and NYC uh, EJO LEG, which is legal, desktop 01, and press OK, and it's going to ask to restart. Once you restart, we will then join it to the domain and we will be ready to configure our Outlook. Alright, so it is now restarted and we will just go again to this PC, to the computer, and then properties and advanced system settings, computer name, change, and we will just join it to the domain, and elmjotech.local is the domain name and administrator is the user, and then we will type the password, and once we are done then we will just go ahead and do the Outlook configuration, and we will just see how can we send and receive emails using shared mailbox, using send as permission, and using our distribution groups and all those kind of things. So let's see how all those things works in practical, rather than just configuring it and not testing it. Alright, welcome to elmjotech.local domain, and restart now. So that's it for this lab, and we will be installing and configuring Outlook for our next video, and then we will be sending and receiving emails, um, which is going to be very amazing and interesting. So I'll see you on next video, and I hope you have learned something. Thank you.